waylaid by the rise of cremation. Because no one was planning on cremation to come to get as widespread as it has as quickly as it did. But when a trend becomes so powerful and it becomes the order of the day, why would you fight a business trend? Folks, you can't refute it. It has arrived, that day, that moment has arrived. So you got to find a way to deal with the change that you've been dealt. And folks, I think that's why we're so reticent. That's why black media, I was thinking about a bank, a local bank, black bank, and they were about the last to the marketplace to have debit cards. I mean, I'm sure they have them now, but they were slow in that transition. And when you're slow in transition, you pay the price. Folks, whole industries, whole product lines, whole everything that we've known growing up, everything that we valued, those things are being moved away because we're so stuck on the model, so stuck on what has been, so stuck on what was, that we refuse to change. Folks, look, you gotta have some sense that if things aren't going, why? I think it's Adam. It's attributed to Albert Einstein. I don't know, in fact, what he said. He said insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Folks, the Bible says in Isaiah 43, verse 18, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Because they put all their faith in how that God had delivered the children of Israel. He opened up the Red Sea. But folks, God won't let you determine what his method would be. One passage of scripture in the Old Testament, they say he's the God of the hills. But others said that he's the God of the valley. And folks, our God will not be pigeonholed to your model because you don't want to change. Folks, look, you got to make some decisions. We got to be sober. That means lucid. We got to be vigilant. We got to know that we're in a changing world. And if we don't want to change, that the change will be brutal. I drove by on Getwell the other day, and I saw a bustling corporate headquarters for Fred's Dollar Store, and now it's extinct. Who would have saw that Amazon would kill the retail market? Who would have thought that other players would come in? Who would have thought that online shopping is becoming the order of the day? Folks, but many times we pay prices because we refuse to change. Folks, if we can look over a pattern, we can look over a slew of years, and you see that you're not getting the results, why would you keep knocking on the same door expecting the same results? I think I heard it said that if you want something that you've never had, you've got to do some things that you've never done. The Bible says in Galatians 6, verse 7, it said, be not deceived, God is not mocked. That he's not made a fool of, that he's not made to be a laughing stock. He said, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Also, Miss Debbie, I forgot. Miss Debbie at SVP starting next week, I think, will become a 24/7 daily network in Little Rock, Arkansas. So hello, Little Rock. You all are going to hear me say child of God and preach Steve all the way over in the Rock. So congratulations, Miss Debbie. Thank you for expanding SVP. Folks, you got to think. You got to change some of your modes. I deal with the big preacher, little preacher stuff, so they want to make me feel like I'm a little preacher. But folks, honestly, I talk to more people than they do. Somewhere over these SVP lines, there are enough people watching me that They know who I am. I mean, I go places. I mean, not that I was an unknown entity before then, but I mean, I know a lot of people because I've been in the business world a long time. And then I'm gregarious. I'm gonna talk to everybody in the place. That's how my grandmama was, and I got my grandmama's gift. So I do that, but people have come up to me and say, "I see you on SVP." Folks, sometimes they're passing through the channel that they get you. I sat with the late Gilbert Earl Patterson one night, and he was having a bad day at the shop, bad day at shop. So when he has those glasses that are right down here, you knew not to go in there. So I was bold enough to go in there, and he said, "Smith," he said, "I'm gonna sell one of these buildings." We were at the Range Road location at that time, and he did sell it. But he said, "But I'm never coming off of television." That's what he told me. And it's amazing that now he's been gone literally 12 years. And he's still, his television show is still self-sustaining. I mean, Louise Patterson isn't broadcasting for nobody if nobody was ordering and nobody was ever using it. But folks, you got to watch. I was hearing Roland Martin because, here he was, a big media player, and, they pulled the plug on the network where he was. But he found a way to go to a podcast. And he's finding out that he's able to reach more people through a podcast than he used to reach on network television. Folks, I'm telling you that get out of this rut. Stop allowing people to rain on your dreams because you refuse to change. I think they call it in the business world finding the white space. Well, what you do in finding the white space is you go where no one else in your business, in your marketplace, has found a space to operate, and there you choose to operate. Folks, I know that SVP is going to become something for me. I mean, this is a stepping stone because I'm refining my gift. I'm tuning my gift, but I like the fact that you got to try some things. Folks, we go to the grave and we've never tried anything. We go to the grave and we've never stepped out on our dreams. We go to the grave and we've never tried to walk by faith and not by sight. We go to the grave and take all of our dreams, aspirations, hopes, longings, yearnings, all to the grave with us because we refuse to change. Folks, if you hit your head, if you put your hand on the hot stove enough times, sooner or later, you should start learning some lessons. So, folks, I want to tell you, I'm talking to you right now. I don't care if you're in your tender teens, your roaring 20s, your tantalizing 30s, your prime time 40s, your feeling fine 50s, your sizzling 60s, your sit-down 70s, your aching 80s, or your nostalgic 90s. Folks, change will come. So why are we so reticent to change? Change sometimes doesn't have to be your enemy. Change sometimes can be your very good friend. Folks, I mean, why don't you watch patterns? Well, I watch patterns. That's the thing. I'm a pattern guy. I watch, before you know it, I got your MO. I got your MO because I watch patterns. And patterns, we're angry because we're mad that what we've known and what we trusted and what we felt comfortable with has changed. And folks, I'm telling you again, as I say almost every week, that comfort is the enemy of achievement. We're lackadaisical, we're mediocre because we don't want to confront change. Folks, change may knock on your door, but many times change knocking on your door will make you, will help you up your game. And folks, I'm speaking a word. The black media has been decimated, and I'm looking at the commercial appeal, and boy, I hate saying this, but it's the truth. I long for my morning newspaper. I still subscribe. I'm one of the subscribers of the commercial to the commercial appeal. I leave for work in the morning. My paper's not in the driveway. So I have to wait till I come home at night